Alrighty, folks. Well, we've got some. This is day 3, actually, of the Tournament of Ages, and they are doing the melee combat now. And so it looks like we have a pretty good fight going on down here. With, let's see who we got. We have Hope Warden, aspirant of Lordaeron Silverhand, and Zara, upper echelon of the city-state of Alterac. So a pretty good fight. Pretty even, it looks like. And so again, day 3 of the Tournament of Ages. It has really been so much fun these past 3 days. All the great stuff going on. And so we've just really been enjoying ourselves. And I know everybody else pretty much shares that sentiment with me as well. Uh-oh, looks like it's in trouble. And that was it. So Zara has won. Way to go, Zara. As you can see, folks, a lot of people enjoying the melee combat. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and battles going up and down. As you can see there they go. And people are having to be summoned up here because you can't just walk in here and get up here. You have to actually get a summons up here. And so there have been some wonderful people that have been summoning people up here. And again, watching this great event, the melee combat, and so far I think my favorite has been Zara, but there have been some really good hand-to-hand combat here, so, or melee combat, as it were. Alrighty, folks. Well, here we are. It is another great night here at the tournament, and we have a great guild here called the Sovereign Order. And right up front here we have, is it Clothaire?
It is Clothaire.
Clothaire, hello, sir. And he is the Grand Master of this awesome guild.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Now, sir, what brings...
How's it going, Turnwinkle?
It goes well, sir. Now, what brings the Sovereign Order here to the tournament, sir?
Sovereign Order is here to support their allies. Most in particularly the Silver Hand chapter. They're here to keep them company, and as well as to buy various wares from them, most likely philosophical tomes that they've been offering. And as well, we're here to participate, watch, and observe on these chivalric arena fights that are going on right now in the Argent Tournament ground. It's very intense, very entertaining.
It is indeed, sir. Well, it's awesome to have you guys here. And folks, we are going to be doing a guild interview of this awesome guild, the Sovereign Order, sometime in the future, so keep an eye out for that. Well, thank you very much, sir, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much, Turnwinkle, and I'll be sure to stay in touch.
Alrighty, folks. Well, let's head on back to the tournament. Alrighty, folks. Well, look who we found. We found Pyrene. She's the Viceroy of the Dominion of the Sun. She's Pyrene, the Savior of Azeroth, a wonderful Blood Elf priest. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Turnwinkle.
Well, how are you enjoying the tournament so far?
I'm having a blast, actually. The booths are really interesting this year.
I know. I have really enjoyed each and every one of them. They have all done a wonderful job, I think, this year with them. Now, you haven't had many people coming in from the Horde side to get healed up, from what I hear.
Not that I've seen. I am more on the night staff shift, so I usually can't get on until around this time, so if there have been any that needed healing, it's more so during the day. But I see it as a good thing, less injured hordes winning.
Right? I was just going to say that must mean they're just kicking behind, kicking the Alliance all over the place. Well, Turnwinkle will go out and kick an orc in the knee, and I'll send him to you.
No, just try not to get eaten.
Hey, Turnwinkle has his ways. He knows how to get out of sticky situations. Speaking of getting out of sticky situations, somebody jumped into the middle of the arena, as I recall. Is that...
Okay. wasn't able to get into the booth because I arrived late because the whole night shift thing. And I didn't want to interrupt anyone, so I parked myself on the roof, and I was enjoying the duel, and I may have slipped and fallen, but I was able to recover by casting Levitate, so I didn't hurt myself too much, and then I flew away, and I didn't interrupt anybody because I fell off to the side, so at least I didn't get in the way of anything.
That's right, folks. She did a great job at saving face. It was just the explanation that she screamed out as she was falling. So it was great. It was funny. No one got hurt, thankfully, and so it was a funny moment. So, well, thank you so much, Pyrene.
Thank you, Turnwinkle. If I can give you a cute little gift that'll last for a little bit to replace your wonderful hat.
Oh, really?
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, I gotta see. I'm gonna zoom out. Wonderful. Well, there you go, folks. We'll keep that on, and that's. Thank you so much. So with that, folks, we're going to head on back to the tournament as we meet more folks here and, again, have a lot more fun. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks. We have a couple more tournament goers here. We have the wonderful Carrie Ellie, a fridge squirrel of the Exalted with my Fridge Guild, a wonderful role player here on Moonguard, and is doing a great job. She's level 96 Night Elf Priest. Very funny. I love chatting with her. She is just an awesome person all around. One of my biggest supporters in Twitter and for my channel, and so I can't thank her enough. And she's brought with her her friend Robert here right next to her. And Robert is also an awesome role player here on Moonguard. So thank both these guys, and hopefully they're enjoying the wonderful tournament. Alrighty, folks, we find ourselves back in front of the Winds of Fortune booth, and someone that we missed the last time, and that's Tolly Thunderstrut, the gentle giant of the Winds of Fortune, is a coordinator of that guild, is a legend of Pandera, is a level 100 prodigious Pandaran. Hello, sir.
Hello, it's great to be here.
Well, sir, how are you enjoying the tournament?
I've had a really good time. I mean, I've only been here for the last couple of days because I'm in Australia, so the time zone's a bit weird, but the times that I have been able to show up, I've had a really good time.
And have you been able to sell quite a few things here at the booth?
We were selling mainly fortunes the last time I was here, but it was really busy here for the last couple of days.
All right, well, excellent. And what has been your favorite thing so far here at the tournament?
For me, I've just enjoyed seeing as many people as possible, as well as a lot of people cross-server. I think that was really fun. I participated in the dice roll duels, but I didn't get very far, but never mind.
Well, hey, that's all part of the fun, is being able to at least participate, and you never know, you may end up being the winner. A lot of these champions here have said that they were really surprised to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I just went into it just, looking to have a good time. I wasn't actually entering to win. If I won, that would have been great, but I was just here to enjoy myself.
All righty, well, there you go, folks. Another excellent person here at this great event, the Tournament of Ages. Well, thank you very much, Talia.
No worries. Pleasure to talk to you.
You as well. So, folks, we're going to head on back to the tournament for some more fun. Alrighty, folks. Well, look who we've found. We found the Silver Hand Chapter Guild here running their booth. And right up front, we've got Stromhart, the guild Grand Master of the guild himself. That's right, it's Stromhart the Exalted. He's a level 100 human paladin. Hello, sir.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going very well. And so, what are you guys selling here at your booth?
Well, we've definitely had a few different days where we've been selling different things. Mainly we're selling weapons and armor that have been imbued with the holy light that kind of go with our sort of shtick with the paladin roleplay. But we also have a chaplaincy, which is run by priests in the guild, that is giving out a really extensive collection or library of GHI books and manuals from actual in-game books, which has been really fun. It's been a really big hit. We've had pretty consistent people coming up and engaging with tonight. We're kind of taking a break with that, and we're selling like goofy hats and fedoras and like a bunch of goofy stuff like that, and it's gotten a pretty good reception. So.
Oh, well, awesome. And what has been your favorite moment at the tournament so far, sir?
Well, I was here last year, and it's always nice to see how things change from year to year. And obviously it's not over yet, so I can't really say that I can pick a moment, but thus far I would definitely say that I always like the jousting. It's always really fun. I like the brackets. It's really competitive, and it's nice to see sometimes you get your guildies involved, and they get into like the final winner's circle, and you get to sort of like root for them, and it's really good. We had one of our members was in 3rd place this year, which was better than last year. I think we only got through the first bracket last year, but we did really well this year. And it's always really nice to see that. And also today there was a PvP hunter bracket, and a friend of mine actually won that. So that was really good to have that role play with my character and him.
Oh, well, great. And before we go, who do you have here with you? I guess we'll start on your right.
On his right, with the like violet fedora hat, is one of Stromheart's squires, Squire Renaldrin Telrin, and he's been here kind of helping out his master. They've been cracking jokes for a while and just kind of keeping things kind of lively. On his left is his other squire, Runewain Brightbraid, whom is actually the alt of Lilith, whom is a bishop of Stormwind, and she's also kind of here selling jewelry, dwarven jewelry, and she hails from the same place that my character lords over. And then to her left is Arathan Lightblade, who is one of the main blacksmiths here, who's doing a lot of the cool smith work and kind of engaging in people to sort of help them get involved with like the smithing, as opposed to just kind of giving them a catalog. He actually, with a few of our other smiths, kind of gets people like the story behind it to kind of get like an intrinsic value to the weapons. And of course we have a lot of other people here. There's a few people on the bench, and people come and go, but for the most part we always have about 4 or so people here at any given time during the evening. So if anyone wanted to come by, we're always selling things. We're always trying to engage our people on the server. So it's just a really good time.
All right, well, excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with Turnwinkle tonight.
Always.
All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Another excellent example of a fun guild here, having a great time at the Tournament of Ages. So with that, we're going to get back to the fun. Alrighty, folks. Well, we have a wonderful player here called Starflowers, part of the she's the breadsticks of the Not the Best Guild. A wonderful name. Starflowers, champion of the Naru, a level 100 Night Elf Warrior. Now, what Starflowers has done, and has been so kind, is every night when I've come on here, Turnwinkle's from Warm Rustic Court, is that she always invites me over from Moonguard, and so Turnwinkle's able to cross realm and enjoy this event. And she's done that for numerous people from Worm Rest and other servers, and she's been so kind to do that and to help people get into the stands. And so thank you so much, Starflowers. You've been a wonderful, wonderful help this entire tournament, and really couldn't have had as much fun without you. So a big kudos to you, ma'am, and you've got a fantastically funny RP. I love everything about Starflowers. She is great. So folks, again, a big thank you to Starflowers here, as we have had the opportunity to enjoy the tournament, because she's been so kind to help everybody get in to Moonguard from other servers. So thank you again, Starflowers. Oh, and Starflowers wanted me to get in and make sure I got in. Karnaku, her nether whelp. And this is her pet here, a wonderful little nether whelp, as you can see, and is an integral part of her role play. So we say hello to Karnaku, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, Starflowers. A wonderful little pet there she has. So fantastic. Alrighty, folks. Well, look who we found in front of his booth. It's Mathare, the Archdruid of the Hand of the Goddess. It's Mathare, the Avenger of Huichol, a level 100 Night Elf Druid. Well, hello, Mathare.
Hello, how is everyone?
Great. And now tell us, what are you selling at your booth here? We see you got some bunny girls back here, and...
Yep. Our booth is labeled Blackjack and Hookers, and we are playing a World of Warcraft devised version of Blackjack. So you step up and you throw your gold at the dealer, and if you beat him, we give you double your money. So it's a win gold booth. We've had people win over 1,000 gold.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Now, you've been here every night and been doing an awesome job refereeing and running the show. What has been your favorite moment so far in the tournament?
I think actually doing my booth, because that's the part where I mostly get to sit down and roleplay with all the people that have come to enjoy the tournament. And everybody keeps asking Mathare why he doesn't have a shirt. There is an explanation for that.
Oh, well, please do tell.
Mathare grew up in Winter Spring, a very, very cold, cold Winter Spring, so he doesn't mind the cold.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of a manly thing, a tough thing here. He's All right, well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mathare, and it's always a pleasure speaking with you, always.
Don't forget to come check out our booth. We've got plenty of bunnies.
Sounds great. All right, folks, with that, we'll be back with some more fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Turnwinkle has made it to the ball. This is the Tournament of Ages ball, and he has a date here tonight. That's right, and it is with the lovely Anna Shea. And so he had bid on Anna Shea at the date auction and was unable to win, but wonderful gift by Merilith won the auction and gifted this to Turnwinkle. So they are going to be dancing here tonight at this fantastic event, the ball here at the end of the Tournament of Ages. So with that, we're going to get to it, folks. Alrighty, folks, as you can see, I'm dancing here with Anna Shea. We are on the center of the dance floor. We are doing a wonderful tango. And actually, I have this up on my Tumblr page, as well as Anna Shea has it on her Tumblr page also. And so if you want to see what the dance scene actually looked like in roleplay, you can do so there. And as you can see, there are a lot of folks here having a great time, and I'll just spin this around for everybody, having a great time here at the ball, enjoying this wonderful, wonderful event. It has been a week-long of fun, and again, I can't thank the staff members for putting on this great, great event. Again, the Tournament of Ages 2015. What a fun event, guys. And hopefully next year this will happen again, and if it does, folks, come and join us. This has been so much fun. Everybody I've talked to has really, really enjoyed this event. So with that, we're going to get back to the dance. Alrighty, folks. Well, Turnwinkle is a guest judge at a transmog competition at the Tournament of Ages here at the ball. And there have been some wonderful, wonderful transmogs. As you can see here, this troll here, Taza, has a pretty nice set. The gun really matches. It's a nice green and brown set, so he's done a good job. And everybody here tonight's done a wonderful job with their transmogs, and so we've been having a lot of fun talking about what we like, what we don't, and they've been some great sets put together. So good job, everyone, and we're just having a ball with this. All right, folks, we just judged the best guild uniform and contest, and the Dwarven Vanguard won. They always look smart, and I've always liked the Dwarven Vanguard uniforms, so... Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the last day of the tournament, and here I am defending this man who apparently is the one that stole all of the gold. As you recall, there was a theft of all the gold money, and this man is the one accused of doing it. And Turnwinkle is here to defend him. Defend him in this trial. They asked Turnwinkle to be his public defender, so Turnwinkle is going to play Matlock here in this trial. So here we go, folks. And again, a lot of folks, as you can see, in the stands watching this trial. And so Turnwinkle's going to do his best to set him free on these charges. So here we go, guys. I'll come back when the outcome has been delivered. Alrighty, folks. Well, another wonderful, wonderful year at the Tournament of Ages 2015. A fantastic event all around, and the event is now officially over. And so with that, we have some great questions for the folks that help run this event. And so first up, we have Sepsis. She's the paragon of the bold enterprise. She's Sepsis, the light of dawn. She's a goblin mage. And so Sepsis, well, first and foremost, thank you, ma'am, for taking time after that long week of fun and just all that stuff. And especially thank you so much to helping run that great event. And so taking the time to speak with us here. So we really appreciate you coming out tonight.
Well, thank you for speaking with me. And it's been a pleasure and very enjoyable helping with this event and working with others.
So our first question, Sepsis, is what do you think you guys did well this year in running this event?
What we did well? I think we did a really good job, especially since this is our second year of doing this kind of event. I think we were better prepared to know what to expect. We had a lot more prizes. I think everyone really enjoyed that. And we had more events too, so that was nice to have more content to be part of. Right,
I have to agree. I think from last year's to this year's, there certainly seemed to be a lot more stuff to do. The prizes seemed to be a lot more in abundance, which is always nice, even though they were stolen, but they were recovered.
Oh, wow.
Beyond all that, what do you think you guys can do better for next year?
It's nice to make mistakes, because when you make a mistake, you learn from it. And I'm sure we did make some mistakes this year, or maybe didn't plan as well as we could have with some of the events. So now we're able to talk about it and hopefully prevent making the same mistakes as last year. I think, there were some rules that were a little mixed up, or some events that may have been a little bit jumbled, but all in all, I think that things went rather smoothly considering the size and grandeur of this event.
Right, not only that, but a week-long event as well, folks. Remember, this just wasn't just one night. This was a week-long event, and if you can imagine trying to run a week-long event, you know how hard it is to do an event for one night. Imagine doing that for an entire week. So, again, well done to each and every one of you folks, and thank you so much, Sepsis, for all the hard work you did this year. Now, Sepsis, what was your favorite moment this year of the Tournament of Ages 2015?
I'd have to say that it would be role-playing with everyone. I even managed to role-play with some of the other faction, the Alliance. Some people added me to Battle Tag to talk between that chat barrier, and I also was on Alliance to talk to them too as my Goblin character. And it was just great seeing, getting involved with everyone. And of course, I really liked the opening ceremony, just because that's the big bang to start off the event, and that was a lot of fun helping with the fireworks show.
All right, well, thank you so much, Sepsis, and again, I can't wait for Tournament of Ages 2016 and to see what you guys come up with, and you guys did hit it out of the park this year, I think.
Oh, I agree completely, and I'm very much looking forward to next year's event too. I'm sure it's going to be even bigger and better than the last two we've had.
Up next is Vanya, the Exarch of Norcure. Vanya the Patient, she's a level 100 Draenei Hunter. Well, hello, ma'am.
Hi, Turnwinkle.
All right, tournament is done. What do you think went well this year in the Tournament of Ages?
I think that the date auction actually went really, really well. There was copious amounts of gold just thrown at people for the privilege of going to the ball.
Oh, I have to agree. In fact, in my case, I think a little bit too much gold. But certainly that, I think, was done very well. Now, what would you like to see done better for next year?
I think a little bit more communication between the staff is needed is all, because some people were a little confused on times and where things were being held.
All right, that's a fair assessment. And what was your favorite moment of the tournament this year?
I would probably have to say the opening ceremony, because Sepsis did an amazing job with those fireworks.
Yeah, she really did, and that's something that they really take pride in, and for a good reason, because like you said, it was so well done. And I only captured just a small portion of it, but folks, hopefully if you make it next year, you will certainly see another wonderful display by Sepsis and her guild. She does a fantastic job with that. Well, thank you very much, Vanya.
No problem, Turnwinkle.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Teanna, chiefess of the Stone Wind tribe. Teanna the Tranquil Master, and she is a Tauren monk. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Now, Teanna, what did you think went well this year in the tournament of the Ages 2015?
I thought that just bringing a bunch of people together for a big community event went really well. A lot of people seemed to enjoy being able to interact with people they wouldn't have met otherwise, especially cross-faction.
Yeah, I said that time and again as we are doing the episode here, how much I enjoyed the opportunity to talk with folks not only on Moonguard, but from Wormrest Accord, from Farstriders. People from all over the community got the opportunity to come and enjoy this event. So that's very, very well said. What do you think they can do better for next year?
I thought a lot of the events took longer than they were scheduled for, which could just be not planning for as many people that signed up. But I think now that we kind of know how long events are going to take, we could probably plan better for that in the future.
All right. And what was your favorite moment of the tournament this year?
The opening ceremonies was really fun. It was fun to see so many people in one place. But I also just loved meeting people. I ran my booth most of the time, and just being able to meet lots of new people and new characters. It was just really fun to interact with everybody.
All right, well, awesome answers all around. Well, thank you very much, Teanna. All right, folks, up next is Mathare, Archdruid of the Hand of the Goddess. Mathare, Avenger of Huichol, is a level 100 Night Elf Druid. So, Mathare, hello.
Hello.
Now, what do you think went really well at the tournament this year?
I think the jousting went really well this year. It went a lot smoother, despite Alliance side taking a lot longer than the Horde. But overall, I think the coordination with jousting went really well, and the booths.
Yeah, certainly the booths were one of my highlights as well. Now, what do you guys think you can do better for next year, Mathare?
The D20 team event definitely needs a lot of work, which a lot of the players themselves have given us a lot of good ideas. So we should be able to fix it up so that next year it won't drag so terribly.
Alrighty. And what was your favorite moment this year at the tournament?
I think my favorite moment was doing cross-faction roleplay at my booth, playing blackjack with the Horde members. I thought that was really fun, and they seemed to enjoy it too. As well as our two celebrities dancing at our booth was pretty good. Turnwinkle and Vanya.
Right? Both Bjorn and myself helping to draw a crowd to your booth. And I think Bjorn says he's still waiting on his percentage cut of the take that night. So, all right, well, excellent, excellent answers, Mathare. Thank you very much. All right, folks, we have Sibelius up next. He's the head doctor of the Legion of Vengeance. He is Sibelius, the undead warlock. And so, sir, what went well this year at the tournament?
I would like to say that the Hearthstone tournament went pretty smoothly. We went through the first round. We had about 64, I think, was the number of participants, and that is a lot for Hearthstone. We ended up having to do single elimination, and I think we ended up having to cut out a couple people because there were no shows. But all in all, it went really smoothly. You know, everybody that participated enjoyed it.
All right, sir, so what do you think can be improved upon for next year?
For next year, this was actually a suggestion that I was going to bring up later tonight. This was Celeste's idea. For next year, I think for Hearthstone, we should separate the brackets into a Horde and Alliance at first, and then, because that'll definitely be 100% easier to track if there's one judge for Horde, one judge for Alliance, and the brackets are split up Horde and Alliance just like the jousting tournaments. And then for the finals, we bring everyone together at the end. That will definitely run the tournament a lot smoother.
All right, and your favorite moment this year at the tournament, sir?
I would definitely have to say the Build Abomination booth, which was run by ourselves, the Legion of Vengeance. We had a lot of people come up and basically build their own abomination. If you've ever been to Build-A-Bear Workshop, we kind of had everyone come up and they were able to either stitch the little stuffed monsters together themselves. We had abominations that would ooze sludge out of their guts when you squeezed them. We would have geists that, you know, made a little happy geist yeah sound when you grabbed it. We had the geists also had a light up eyeball, if I remember correctly, that you could choose to have. But yeah, basically you could stitch together different parts from different little actual scourge creatures and make your own abomination.
All right, well, wonderful, sir. So thank you so very much. Up next is Rhys, Argent General of the Argent's Onslaught. It's Rhys, the Argent Champion. He's a level 100 human warrior. So, sir, what do you think... Well, first of all, hello.
Well, hello there, Turnwinkle.
Now, what do you think went really well this year at the tournament?
You know, in all honesty, I can pretty much say that a lot of things went pretty well. From most of what I've been hearing everybody, they've been complimenting the fact that there's been a lot of role play, and it brought together the entire community together in a way that hasn't been brought together before.
Oh, excellent. Excellent answer, sir. What do you think can go better for next year?
You know, to be honest with you, I can't really say on what could have gone better. I suppose perhaps maybe some of the events could have been shortened in time, but as to how that's to plan that, I suppose, I have no idea.
All right, that's a very fair answer. You know, yeah, it's easy enough to say, well, shorten these events, but you know, when you have more and more people that want to participate in it, when they see how fun it is, if they didn't get the chance to come this year or they heard all the good things about it, it certainly makes it a difficult task nonetheless. Now, sir, what was one of your favorite moments here at the tournament this year?
Oh, man, there's just so many of them. Between eating chicken wings, between cross-faction roleplay, losing pretty much everything I own at the blackjack table. There's just a whole lot of things.
All right, sir. Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun this year, so excellent answers all around. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Up next is Maragos, commander of the Shadow Talon Company. Sergeant Major Maragos. He's a level 100 human rogue. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, sir, what do you think went well this year at the tournament?
This year, I feel like the overall gathering of casual RP throughout the span of a week went really well. I hadn't done this last year, so it was an experience for me, and just being able to hang out, talk to a bunch of people, just, jump from booth to booth and do some events maybe was really fun, I felt.
All right, excellent. And what do you think they can do better for next year?
Maybe encourage people of both factions to try to talk to players of, the Horde or Alliance, depending on where you're from, because, it's obvious, it's definitely an adventure to get to do that cross-faction roleplay, because, it's not like you can just emote or talk to someone in /say, because, it either picks up Orcish or Common, depending on who you are.
Oh, so have, interpreters located throughout the event.
Yeah, I would say so. Or just, try to encourage, random walk-ups at him on B-Tag. And, just jump into the role play.
Oh, excellent idea, sir. And what was one of your favorite moments at the tournament this year?
My favorite part of the tournament, I say, would actually being a part of it, I would guess, because I was part of the D20 Grace dueling, I think it was, and I was part of the Rogue PvP dueling, which I got 4th or 5th place, but it was just, fun to actually be in there and to get through that whole thing altogether.
All right, well, wonderful answer, sir. Thank you very much. Up next, we have Aiden. He's a prefect of the Dominion of the Sun, Fire Lord Aiden, Blood Elf Paladin. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Turnwinkle.
Now, sir, what do you think went really well at the tournament this year?
What I think really went well this year actually was the booths. I mean, you had so many wonderful people working the booths, and also you had really great prizes, like Mathare's blackjack, for instance. I couldn't tell you that I had won probably 200 gold off of them, sadly, but it was still entirely fun. But then you also had tarot card readings, or you had tattoos and arm wrestling. It was just a wonderful experience.
Excellent. And what do you think they can do better for next year?
What I think could be better would be the cross-realm interface. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, Blizzard still has a few kinks to work out, but I mean, not everyone from different realms could see what we saw at TOA, so I hope that next year we can possibly improve it.
All right, well said, sir. And your favorite moment this year?
My favorite moment was the actual class PvP that was going on in the arena. It was really wonderful to see people from all around, from different factions to actual cross realms that actually fought each other to see who was better at the class. We were not disappointed.
All right, well, excellent answers all around. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Turnwinkle.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is fellow Rhys, Viceroy of the Dominion of the Sun. He's the Lord of War, a Blood Elf spellbow. Is that correct?
Yep.
Alrighty. And so, sir, what do you think went really well at the tournament this year?
I do have to agree with my comrades here that the booths and subsequently the shifting of the main RP spots to Ice Crown was amazing for a week. You took everyone out of Stormwind, you took everyone out of Silvermoon, and you put them in Ice Crown, and you made everything interactive, and that was great.
Wonderful. Now, what can go better for next year?
Well, I hope the people behind me do not kill me for this list. I'm just a pessimist at heart. There are a few things that could go better. The first thing is the planning does need to start earlier for such a huge event. And the second thing with the Hearthstone, we had an issue with stream sniping. We should go through the official channels to get the Blizzard template for Hearthstone tournaments, so that is a non-issue. And we need, during the planning, we need more administrative meetings instead of just everyone getting together and talking, because it really bogs down the conversation. We need to terminus staff earlier and have meetings more often with just the staff to just get things done, because even at the end of the planning, it still felt a little rushed.
Okay, a pretty good list there. And what was your favorite moment of the tournament this year?
My favorite moment would have to be during the 100 tournaments when my opponent had an invisible pet. Even though the referees did not give me the rematch, it was funny, the subsequent RP, because I RP'd it out as the hunter using invisibility dust on his pet, and my character was tackled with the force of a zeppelin all of a sudden and just knocked out, and everyone was outraged, icy because of it. It was really fun.
All right. Excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Up next, we have Bjorn, and he's the captain of the Argent Onslaught. Level 100 human warrior. He's a Crusader. Bjorn, what do you think went really well this year at the tournament?
Well, much like last year, it went off without, that much of a hitch. It went for a whole week, and it was pretty fun, and I haven't heard any bad things from anybody that attended, like they had fun or didn't have fun. None of my peacekeepers complained that, it was not fun, we didn't have anything to do, so definitely had a lot of stuff to do, and I think it went well for a roleplay event.
And what do you think can go better for next year?
I'll have to go off what someone else said. A lot of the cross-realm stuff, I did my best to keep a raid open for Wormscored people. Every time, I get a tell from someone from WRA, they'd be like, I need a raid to get phased in. Sometimes I get phased over, sometimes they get phased over, so it was a little bit rough at the start. But I think later on during the week it cleared up. I would have to say that some people also complained about D20 a little bit, but they also gave constructive criticism and a lot of tips that we could probably use next year, make it go even smoother.
All right, excellent. And what was one of your favorite moments at the event this year?
That's a tough one. There's a lot. How can you just pick one moment out of a week of moments?
Right. I would have to say the trial at the end there was a blast, where Turnwinkle got to defend the the person put on trial there.
That's right.
I enjoyed that.
Public defender here.
Right. So again, there were so many favorite moments that I have to agree it's hard to pick just one.
Argent Pavilion was a pretty good one. Being my mispronunciation of pavilion.
Yes. Right. All right.
Thea winning best mascot.
Right. So excellent, sir. Well, some great answers there. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is the mascot winner of the Tournament of Ages 2015, none other than Thea herself. And so, Thea, what do you think went really well this year at the tournament?
She said that it went pretty well. She got to meet a lot of friends, and people gave her free food, so she absolutely loved it. So definitely getting free food and becoming the mascot, and just loved by all, I guess.
Right. So, Thea, what do you think can go better for next year?
She says it could be a little bit warmer. She had a few problems of her paw sticking to my shoulder pads, so I had to give her little mittens to keep them warm. So if she can get a jacket next year, that'd be perfect.
Right. Well, I think we can find something for her. And finally, what, Thea, was your favorite moment this year?
Mascot. Winning mascot. She got 20,000 gold for that, so she's a lifestyle of the Meep and famous right now.
Well, excellent. So always a pleasure, Thea. Thank you so much. All right, folks. Up last, but certainly not least, Tendale, Sovereign of the Dominion of the Sun. He's the Conqueror and a Blood Elf Paladin. So, sir, this year has been just fantastic. I thought so many things went even better from the last year. What do you think you guys did really well this year?
The publicity. I mean, the marketing we did for this and the advertising, I think we did a lot better than we did last year, and that goes without saying. We had so many people that had actually had some phasing problems, so that's obviously going to lead into the next part. And when you're going to ask me what we think we can improve on, well, I think that's one of the things we need to improve on. There's limited technology when it comes to phasing, and I think we experienced that at the tournament. So hopefully next year we'll have some measures we can take to avoid that, make sure that everybody can enjoy it.
All right, perfect. And, well, I guess that leads right into what you think can go better for next year.
Yeah, but also I think there should be better communication between both factions and servers. It's really one of the major points of Tournament of Ages is trying to get the Alliance and Horde to come together so they can roleplay and roleplay cross-faction. And one of the ways we can do that is by having people exchange battle tag information. But maybe next year we'll have something better in place, maybe another third-party site we can use to facilitate that communication, or maybe something else. But we'll definitely be listening to ideas and trying to encourage that next time.
Now, you certainly added a few more events this year from the last year. Do you guys already have some ideas for new things to incorporate for next year?
Oh, absolutely. Marmot Ball. You're not going to be able to get an answer from me about what that is exactly, but apparently it's a beloved sport and everybody loves to play it, so I guess we'll see some Marmot Ball. I'm not really sure, like I said, what it's about, but hey, that's another thing we'll add. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyone else have any other ideas on things we can add next year?
I think we have enough.
Well, certainly, and again, I think you folks, there's been great suggestions all along the way. I know you guys put up a forum post asking for some suggestions, and there were some very good ones in there. And I think only one or two kind of, snarky, sour grapey type answers. But for the most part, and everybody that I've talked to, 99.9% of the folks that went to the tournament this year enjoyed it tremendously and had so much fun, not only being able to get out and role play with folks they might not have had the chance to do so with otherwise, but in all the games, the events, the prizes were outstanding this year. And just so much that you guys did. I know not only from me, but from the entire community. We all want to thank you guys very much. Now, Tyndale, what was your favorite moment this year at the tournament?
Well, Turnwinkle, my favorite moment was when I logged in one afternoon and saw people still role-playing from the night before. That's when it really dawned on me that we were doing something really special, and you're not going to find this on a PvE or a PvP server, which is why I'll never consider moving anywhere else.
Well, that's true. Yeah, there were folks that as I come in, and I tried to be here every night for the tournament, that were still either there at their booth. People were just having so much fun night after night, enjoying the environment and the event. And people are still talking about it today, and this is a well after a week of the tournament already being over. And again, people are still talking about it, and they're already excited. I've talked to so many folks that were so disappointed that they missed this year. They're just kicking themselves. Especially when this episode goes up, I think a lot more folks are going to be just that much more excited for next year's. And again, so many folks who were here last year came back, and the word of mouth kind of spread, and we saw a lot more folks this year. I'm afraid we keep doing this thing and we're going to crash a server.
That's a very real possibility. I mean, there's already been a few times when we had way too many people and it caused some issues with the phasing, but nevertheless, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing this. And Turnwinkle, I just want to take a moment to step aside and just offer my gratitude to the people behind me. These are just some of the people that were here this year that really made this tournament successful. And there's a lot of people who are not here tonight, but I'm sure that you'll get a chance to talk to them later. But I just want to thank them from the bottom of my heart for being out here and providing their support and their talent and their just encouragement for this event. It's been an absolute pleasure working with them. I also want to say to anybody that's looking forward to it coming next year, we can definitely use the help. I mean, we have a lot of support and a lot of staff at this event, but with as many people as we have, it's still not enough. There's so many opportunities for people to step in and show their support by volunteering and even donating, to the prizes. So if anybody's looking forward to that, just check out the website. We'll probably put some posts up later in the year about how you can be involved, but it is a community event and it's open to everybody, and we're really looking forward to it. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, let me just add something here, folks. These guys, again, this isn't something they were all given paid gold to do or given free WoW time to do. They all did this to benefit the community as a whole and took time and effort to put this on for everybody. And, so I spent a lot of time in the staff event, and let me tell you, these guys were working their behinds off to ensure that each event went smoothly, trying to judge and make sure all the rules were, followed. And, there were one or two things there were some mistakes made, but hey, we're human. And again, they all volunteered to do this and worked all year long to put on this event for you folks. A week-long event. And I've said this time and again, and I'm going to say it right now. There are not a lot of folks that can put on, say, just an event for one night. And let me tell you, Turnwinkle's been to a lot of events. And you can definitely tell the difference between an event that's been just kind of hodgepodge together next to an event that's been worked on, planned, and put together successfully. And not just for one night, but these guys did this for a week-long event. And so how awesome is that? And so again, from the community, from myself, thank you guys so much. I cannot express how wonderful the whole week has been, talking with folks and participating in the role play. And that's what it's all about, is the role play, bringing the RP community together. Because, you know, we are a small community, and when you're able to incorporate everybody within it, I think it makes it just that much better. And so with that, folks, we are going to get with Turnwinkle for his final thoughts on this awesome event, Tournament of the Ages 2015. Cannot wait for next year. Thank you so much, guys. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound here to the Shrine of the Seven Stars. And boy, Turnwinkle, this Tournament of Ages 2015 was a lot of fun this year, wasn't it?
Affirmative.
So let's give everybody that we had the chance to talk to, the chance to film at the tournament this year, a big thank you, sir.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
You bet. And so, folks, if you liked this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment not only on this episode, but on all of the episodes about Tournament of Ages 2015, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, oh, before I forget, folks, how did the trial turn out? I know I didn't come back to that in this episode, and so let me tell you, Turnwinkle won his case. The Forsaken gentleman was placed in a mental facility until he was deemed worthy of getting out. And so Turnwinkle did win. Turnwinkle did win that case, didn't we, Turnwinkle?
Indubitably.
You bet we did. So sorry, I wasn't able to get back to that, but he did win the case nonetheless. So, folks, with that, excellent job as always, Turnwinkle. Turnwinkle, we will see you next time, sir.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, Turnwinkle. Bye-bye.